that they who haven't met me yet will want to do business with me because they already know me. So I do have an Instagram business account, but it's really more about me and what's up with me. And then, like Jerome said, 20% is about business, but most of it is my goal is just to let people know who I am. So down the road, they'll do business with me. If I want leads right away, it's different. So, and Paul is going to show us all that kind of stuff today, but
Okay.
I think you need to figure out what it is your ultimate goal is before you pick.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Paula, how can we help you
Yeah. Hey.
get ready? I see
All
you
right.
live on the screen.
Okay, cool. So I'm on two different screens. The other one with the Let's View, I'm not sure what's going on with that eXp world. Maybe we could talk about that another time. But since we've lost 12 minutes, I'm just going to get started. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. So let
Okay.
us, can everybody see the screen? Paula's on the screen to the left.
The one that
Type,
says, does it say coffee contracts on there?
yes, we need to make it a little bit bigger so people can see it a little
I
easier,
see it.
but we can see it. So type yes in the chat to confirm if you can see Paula's screen, please.
Do you see it bigger?
Perfect. That's much better. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I know we're talking about Instagram, but I wanted to share with you this site that I discovered that has been like a gem to help me with my Instagram account. So, just to start off with, I want to say that I've only been doing Instagram for I guess about a little over a year now. I was mostly on Facebook. I was dabbling into YouTube, and Instagram was just for me at the time another platform that I needed to try to figure out. And I was like, why? You know, it's all about videos, and I could put videos on YouTube and I could put videos on Facebook. Why do I need another platform? Well, I soon started to realize why it was important because, you know, there's a whole different group of people that are actually on Instagram that don't necessarily use these other platforms that I was on. So I learned how to use it. I figured it out really from my 16-year-old daughter. And since then, I've gotten to really actually like and love Instagram way more than I do the other platforms that are now just my secondary platforms. Instagram, I would say, is the main platform that I use and I post content. Um, I don't know what the experience level is of everybody here in the room, but in the other weeks, I'm here the second Thursday of every month. And in the past, I have done like the basics, you know, how to set up your profile, how to, you know, what I heard somebody asked a question about, like, which one should I have? Should I have a personal IG account, a business IG account? We've talked about that. We've also talked about how to, you know, create stories, reels, IGTV, all that good stuff, like all the specifics and just really the basics of like a how-to course. Today, what I wanted to talk about was like your content, because you know we need to know how to use Instagram, but at the end of the day, once we figure that out, we want to know, okay, well, what do we post on Instagram and how is it going to help us build up our business? So in order for me to do that, I had discovered this program called Coffee, or this website, Coffee and Contracts. Um, it is a paid account. I did pay for it. I have a team account, but you can get an individual account. I think it's like $20 a month or something like that. This has been the most amazing tool that I have used to help build up my IG account. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see some of the things that are on here that I've used in my IG account. Okay. So, first, I want to talk to you about your content calendar. In here, what makes this program so awesome? If I go to the month of July and I want to think about, okay, well, what am I going to post in my Instagram account every single week? And yes, thank you, Donald. I will be there. And next week, I will be talking about some of the basics of Instagram. So that would be perfect if everybody wants to join in on that. Let me go back to my dashboard here. Content calendars. So if I go to July, and then I'm going to scroll, oops. Okay. So here in July, you see the whole month laid out for you, and it has different topics of what you can focus on your IG account. So if I look at today is July 8th, and they talk about kitchen trends. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit further. I'm going to go to July 8th. And I'm going to find kitchen trends. Now, what it does first, it gives you in italics, you'll see here, it says lifestyle photo of you in a nice kitchen. So you have a choice. You could either have somebody take a picture of you in a nice kitchen. Some people opt to look at all of the different poses and photo opportunities and have a photographer once a month they meet with, and they set up their pictures for the entire month. I haven't gotten that far yet. Personally, I'm trying to do it by the week. But this is lifestyle, just setting up your nice kitchen, have a photo of you, or you can take one of the pictures that they have, and they give you a couple of different options. So if I scroll and click on here, you can use one of these. So let's say I was going to choose this one, what's trending in the kitchen. So now I have my picture, right? Now I need my caption that's going to go onto my IG post. So here, 2 thumbs up, kitchen trends going on strong in 2021. All I have to do is copy and then paste into my IG account. So you've got your photo, which is either a photo of you in the kitchen, or it's this photo, this generic photo that's here, which I wouldn't recommend always using a generic photo, because that will be too bland on your IG and too like businessy. You want it to be have a personal feel to it. Okay, so having pictures of you is key, and that's why they give you these ideas of these poses. But if you're in a pinch and you don't have a picture of you, then you can use this. But you use your picture, you have your caption, and you post. And this is the best tool. This is the best way for you to go and get yourself lots of content every single day, because when it comes to social media and it comes to Instagram and really any social media platform, it's about being consistent and posting things on a regular basis. Now, that's just one tool from this Coffee and Contracts that I love when I'm using Instagram. Does anybody have a question about this before I show you the next thing?
Can I make a comment?
Yep.
So, having been around a while, I know quite a few lenders in Las Vegas, and they all subscribe to a similar situation, similar kind of service. And on the day that they get the content, I get 7 different emails with the same headline and the same content. And that doesn't make me like those people, because I know that they're not really, it's all the same, and that just doesn't give me warm and fuzzy. So I would recommend to take their ideas and somehow change the content to make it yours, just
Yes.
to be different.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea. You can definitely do that. And there are times throughout the month that you do have to watch, because in the in these captions, it'll have you insert information that's very specific and personal to you. So it's not always 100% copy paste. Sometimes you do have to make some tweaks, but of course, the more tweaks you can make, the better. But it does give you a nice outline. The next thing, does anybody else have questions or comments to add? Okay, I'm going to show you another tool that will help you with your IGTV. And for those of you that don't know what IGTV is any video content that you post that's at least 1 minute or longer. If you do a live, let's say on IGTV, and you go live and it's less than a minute, it's not going to save onto your IGTV section of your Instagram account. So you have to be live for at least 1 minute. If you are posting a raw video, it has to be 1 minute to save onto your IGTV. Now, if you are trying to develop some real estate content, maybe in the little highlights section, which is these little circle bubbles, which again, I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday night. So if you want to know more about it, you can come to that class. But if you want some idea or some video content ideas, they offer you video scripts. So you could literally click on the video script here, and you have everything that you possibly would want to maybe say to talk about. So here are what are the first steps to purchasing a home. Now, everyone knows, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't read or memorize a script word for word because you sound like a robot if you do, right? So you could take, kind of like what Beth said earlier, you could take this script and you could make it your own. You could take the content ideas, some of the bullets, and just have those key points up there, posted maybe in front of you or by the camera, and then you can start talking. If you're a person that feels like you can sound warm and fuzzy and natural by reading word for word, go for it. But I recommend you taking the key points and just redoing and recreating
Here's what
the script. But you have tons of content ideas to create a lot of IGTVs, and they're always updating it as well. And it even tells you here in purple that you can use this for IGTV or YouTube. So that's one. Another thing that you can do that's really awesome is it gives you some reel templates. So remember I told you about the IG Reels on, I think we spoke about it the last class, and I actually demonstrated live how to create a reel. But these are different IG Reels that you can, take some of the ideas. It's not, it's going to have me open it in Canva. I apologize. Let me go here. Hold on. I'm going to click on here. I haven't done this one. Okay, so I think it's going to have me go to somebody's specific reel. So I can try that. Let me copy and paste. Oops. Not going to let me copy and paste from here. Darn it. Okay. Well, you guys can go to it. But when you click on this link, it's going to take you to somebody's Instagram reel. And what I had said in the last class is if you are looking for content ideas in your real estate business, whether you're making an IGTV video or let's say an Instagram reel, I highly encourage you to go to other real estate agents and look at their reels, because the truth of the matter is the information that's being shared, it's not new. It's not something that's, so unique to a certain individual that you can't copy the idea or the topic and then recreate it and make your own. Reels often have the content in words, and then you add music to it and make it fun. So you can change up the music, you can change up, some of the words and really put your own twist on it. You can also, with reels, you can talk through a reel. You have about 15 to 30 seconds. You don't have to do video and words. When I say words, I mean text scrolling up through the screen. You could talk for the 15 or 30 seconds and talk real fast. You could do a reel when you're previewing a house and talk about real quick in 30 seconds. I'm here at this 4-bedroom, 2-bath pool home with 3,000 square feet, 2-story, big, beautiful backyard. Come check it out, blah, blah, blah. And then you're done, so you could post things like that. You can advertise for, let's say, an open house on a reel. I've done that before where I've created a reel real quick, and in text form, I put the open house and what the times were, what the address was, and then I kind of previewed in video the home real quick. So there's so much that you can do in real estate when it comes to Instagram and reels and stories and things like that. Something else, does anybody have questions about that before I go on to the next? No questions, a quiet group today. The next one that you have that you could do is Instagram stories. And I think here they give you, here we go. Yeah, so they're gonna, a lot of what Instagram, what the Coffee Contracts does. I want to know the answer to how to get your offer accepted in this market. That's a good question, Beth. A lot of the tools that they use in Coffee Contracts, it connects to Canvas. So if you aren't familiar with Canvas, that's probably another training, another day. I think Jerome has somebody that does Canvas training on Thursdays. Is that correct, Jerome?
That is correct. Sheila does Canva pretty often.
Awesome. Canva. I don't want to say Canvas. Canva. So if you need to learn how to do Canva, you can attend one of Sheila's trainings. and it's on Sunday, Beth said. But this particular platform does do a lot with Canva. Oh God, sorry guys. Oh, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm sorry. I have Apple and everything is connected. And even though I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, my computer is not on Do Not Disturb. So apparently my phone rings to my computer. um, anyways, so if you need to learn how to do Canva, definitely go to Sheila's class. But this will, if you go to stories, this is going to give you some ideas on what to post on your stories. And again, it's about being consistent. And it even tells you at the bottom, it's about getting engagement. And that's what stories on Instagram is really all about. So a lot of times people are like, well, what do I post, for a story? You can post anything. One time I posted about this like weird mirror or this beautiful front porch. And I just have little snippets of things that I see throughout my day. I travel a lot. I might be at the airport, so I do add things about my personal life. I'll post different things that I see at different airports in different states. Whatever it is, your stories are supposed to really tell, in my opinion, your story throughout your day, your story throughout your week, and it helps your followers see you as a genuine, real person, not just a real estate agent. So don't forget to put that real twist into it. And, these stories here are obviously all real estate related because that's what this content and this program or platform is all about. But don't forget to tell a little bit about yourself as well. Let me see what else I want to share with you here. That's really it as far as Instagram goes. They have highlight covers, which we could talk about that another time, I think. Yep, that's kind of it. Any questions as far as Instagram or something that maybe somebody has like a burning question of and you'd like me to answer it in terms of the functionality of Instagram? I'm happy to go over that now that I shared with you for a few minutes the coffee contracts.
Yeah, Paula, are you able to get your device connected?
I wish I could, but no, when I do the Let's View, all it does is show uh, my eXp World screen for whatever reason. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Okay.
So you could see me on that screen, right?
Yeah, I see you. I could see you
Yeah,
on that screen.
yeah, you see my world, but when I pull up my phone and I'm on Instagram on here, you can't see it, and I don't know why. It happened last time too, I think, and we kind of gave up. Oh, and it's connected for sure.
Anybody have any
Any other?
questions around Instagram?
Nobody has questions. Everybody is an IG expert already. Or are you
I
guys
do.
shy? Yes, Beth.
So how do you measure your success?
What do you mean?
So I guess what is the goal of your Instagram and how do you measure whether it's working or not?
Okay, good question. Um, Engagement is how you know it's working. The in the beginning when you start out, and if you look at other IG, if you look at my account and you look to see my posts and you look to see how many likes I have, how many comments I have, that's all about engagement, right? So in the beginning, when you're starting out your account, the fewer followers you have, the less engagement typically you're going to have. So as you start building up your followers, then the amount of engagement that you have in each of your posts is going to increase. What's cool about Instagram is the fact that even if somebody is not necessarily following you, so let's say you have a story or you have an IG reel or an IGTV, it's possible for that to show up in the news feed, like in a public, on the public news feed. And so somebody might see it come across their news feed, and then from, because they've noticed it or seen it and watched it and they like the content, that's going to get them to follow you. Your posts that you create that go on your profile, the ones that you see on your main profile, those don't pop up and show randomly on other people's newsfeed. Just the IGTVs and the reels and the stories do. Well, maybe not the stories, just the reels and the IGTVs. So that's how you're going to really attract other people to your profile and draw in some organic following. So great question, Beth.
And wonderful answer. I'm going to search for engagement henceforth and forever.
Yes. Yeah, engagement's really important. And that's how I've gotten leads through Instagram, just from the engagement, alone, and people seeing what I'm putting out there, and they know where I cover, like what areas I cover in terms of my business. So people will reach out to me and say, hey, I know you're in Florida. One giveaway for me is that my IG is Paula Aponte _ Florida Realtor. So that gives away where I'm located. And so folks will reach out to me. Even other agents have reached out to me, hey, my, sister-in-law is looking to purchase a home, blah, blah, blah. She lives over here. How far are you from there? So that it does really drive traffic to your business. The more engaged you are in your Instagram account, it really helps a lot.
Here's it's not really a question, but I want to get your feedback and your perspective on this. I'm a brand new agent and I'm very overwhelmed with social media, technology, Instagram, YouTube, anything, you name it. I don't know what to do. Uh, what do you suggest? How do I get started on Instagram?
The first thing you have to do is create a profile. So you need to just create an Instagram profile, and
Hey, Raymond.
you'll have options of what type of profile you can create. You can create a personal profile. You can create a
Is the
business
what?
profile.
Is the what?
You can create a creator profile, but you're going to create one of those. I personally have chosen to create a business profile. What's awesome about Instagram is that they're interchangeable. So one day I could say, okay, I want my profile to be a business profile, and then I can go ahead and convert it to a personal account.
I don't know what it is, and I did not. I told him to
personal, and I'm not
itemize
gonna
it.
get
That's
into
the
it
whole reason
now
I was telling him to
because
have the
I
call
didn't
anyway,
have that
because
planned
what
for
he's
today,
saying
but,
is that he can't
there's
say
limitations when
that
you
I'm
have a
unlocking the
personal account.
accounts. So I told him to
My
itemize it in the first
recommendation
place.
is
When
if
I
you're a
did
real
tell him
estate
that, he
agent,
said I
I would
did, and
suggest
then I
having a
contacted him.
business
I
account
sent him your
because
email, and
you're
he's like,
conducting
I did that, but he
business,
didn't
and
do
that's
that.
your
And then
ultimate
I'm just
goal,
in the
is
middle,
to
and I'm trying to like
attract
have you two
business.
talk it out
I
because
would
you asked me
imagine
not
that's why
to.
you want to create the account. So I would suggest having a
Yes.
business account and use that business account
No.
for personal use as well. I think I saw a question earlier that said, should I have more than one IG account? I highly
I don't.
not recommend
So
you do
in the
that. So I
screenshot, from
definitely
my
recommend just
understanding,
having
is
one.
what
It's
those
hard
accounts are
enough
for, but I'm
posting
still a little bit
content
confused
and
about it
keeping up
too,
with social
Raymond. I don't
media.
understand.
To
So I
start
sent
spreading yourself thinner by having multiple accounts,
those two
I think
that
would
I highlighted
do
in the
you a
screenshot. Those
disservice.
were the
So if you
ones
just
he was
focus on
supposed to
one
unlock.
account and use it for everything, that would help tremendously. So that's the first thing you have to do, is create an account. The second thing that you have to do once you have your account is start thinking
One
about
is
what type
my
of content
business.
you're going to put
One
up
is
there.
my
And,
business
you can use like a platform like Coffee and
manager.
Contracts
No, one
to
is my
help you
ad
with
account, and the
content
other one is
ideas.
Diggs
And then as far as,
Page,
that would be
from
from
what
a
I'm
business
understanding.
level.
But I
From a
could be wrong.
personal
But that's the
level,
way it
post
reads in
anything.
the
If you're a
in the
mom,
screenshot when we go into
post pictures
Facebook.
of your
That's what it
kids,
says.
post pictures of
One
your
is
family. If
my
you're kind
ad
of like
account, like my
a little
business, not
wishy-washy,
Jerome,
a
but
little
digital real
nervous
estate
about
strategy,
posting
and the other
photos
one
of
is
your
Diggs
children, then post pictures of outings
Page.
or places that you go and visit. Some maybe at a hobby. If you go to the gym, post pictures of you on the treadmill. You can even just post pictures of your feet on the treadmill, right? And have some kind of cute caption with it. It
No,
doesn't
it
always
did
have to
change
be
some stuff,
a
but
photo of your
it
children,
changed
or
the user
of you all
stuff.
the time. Find
So it
different
didn't.
things
It's
about
very
you so
confusing.
that when
It
people
changed
go
the
to your
user, so I got
profile,
some privileges
they
and some
know who
access
you
back.
are as an
But some
individual,
accounts are still
because
restricted.
people want to work with they want to work with a real person, right? They don't want to just work with a robot. They want to know who this person is, a little bit about their
The
life.
dig, so from
I
what
would
what I
suggest,
see and on the
you
screenshot
know, if
is
you
the
go to my
dig
profile,
page.
you'll see that I'm into
And
boating.
yeah, the dig
You'll see
page is
pictures
restricted
of the
from running
water. You'll
advertising,
see
so that's
pictures
the
of my
best way to
kid. You'll see
describe
pictures of
that.
soccer games.
And
You'll see pictures of airports,
yes,
of
right.
me
And
traveling. You'll see
the
different
my digital
pictures,
real estate
not just all
strategy, I
about real
believe that
estate
is
and
just my
business.
ad
So
account, and that's
I try to
restricted
do the
too.
80/20 rule. I
And
haven't
then
really
I
like
can't get
mathematically
access
figured out
to
if
John,
I'm on
not
that, but
John, but
I do try to keep it in mind for sure.
yes,
So those are the first two things I'd say you have to do.
yes.
And
If it's
just the
not if
third
it's
is
not unlocked yet,
just do
because
it.
once he
That's at
unlocks
the end of the
something,
day,
like a
you just
bunch
have
of
to do
different
it.
things
Just
change, but
start
it's so many like
posting
moving
and just
parts.
do it.
I don't really, yeah.
Can I answer the bigger question though?
Yep.
And that is, there are
Hmm.
so many social mediums that we sell real estate, and you, unless you're going to be a social media influencer, you don't have
Right.
time to do all of them. So I would
Yes.
recommend to pick one, two, or three at the most, and then just use the others as satellite. And which
Yeah, I told him
three? Well, that
to
depends on
itemize it
you.
because that was a big part
Whatever
of the
you think
reason,
is
before.
fun,
And I
because if
understand you're
it's
the
not
treasurer.
fun, you're
We
not going
need
to
things
do
like
it. So
itemized.
Paula
So that I
loves
told him that
Instagram,
he's,
and she's gotten ferociously good
yeah.
at it because that's what she does. And other people are
Okay.
into, Christina Smallhorn is crushing it on YouTube,
Okay. All right. Thanks,
and
Raymond.
that's all she does.
Yeah.
And I'm really the Google girl, and I love YouTube and my Google guides. And so I, I find those two fun. And so I look forward to doing them, and they're not work. Whereas, I'm not that thrilled with Facebook, so don't do it. So you're never going to be able to do all of them. So become good at one or two of them and just stick with that, and you will get all the leads you'll ever need because you're always there and people will know how to find you wherever there is.
Absolutely. One of the things too I want to add is if you do decide, if you are willing to venture out and have more than one, let's say you decide to have a Facebook business page and an IG business page, the two of them will talk to each other. So you can, oh, there we go again. Sorry, guys. So you could go ahead and post something on your IG business page, and you can have it linked to your Facebook business page, and it'll automatically post there, which is also, that's a phenomenal, whether it's a story or something just on your profile, it'll post to both.
This is Jenny in
Story
Los
or
Angeles. I
something
have
just
a
on your profile.
question. I got in late because I had trouble getting into the
Those are
productivity
unlocked.
center.
Account
For
and
some
use it
reason,
for
the
everything.
eXp University
That
button
would
was
help
not working. I had to
tremendously.
log out and come back
So
in.
that's the first
But
thing you
I
have to
just,
do, is create an
yeah.
account.
So
The
I don't
second
know
thing
why
that
that
you have
happened, but I was just
as well
wondering,
Understand.
to
So
Miss
I
start
Paula,
sent
building
did you
yourself
touch
by
on
those.
having
the
multiple
YouTube
Instagram
thumbnails?
profile,
Because I
and
Hey,
didn't get
Raymond.
in
you'll
until
have
almost 11:30.
options of what type of
Just
profile
PM
you
me
can
and I'll send
create.
you the
You can
slide deck.
create a personal profile.
Okay, I've
You
already
can
got the
create a
slide
Is the
deck.
what?
You
business
sent it to me. I
profile.
was
Is the
just
what?
wondering
You
if you
can
touched on it
create
today.
a creator profile,
Yeah, we did it in
but you're going to
Content
create one of
Creators.
those.
But I love this
Personally
coffee and
have chosen
contracts
to
because if you
create a
don't have
business
ideas
profile.
for
Um,
what to
What's
do in
awesome about
any social
Instagram
medium, it
is
sounds
that
like
they're
this has
yeah.
interchangeable. So
tons of them.
one
Paula, is it
day I
only
can
real
say, okay, I
estate? Are
want
there
my profile to
other
be a business
topics
No,
too?
profile, and then I can go ahead
No,
and
coffee
convert it
contracts
to
is
a
just
personal
strictly
account.
real estate.
I don't
There's
know what it is. And
limitations
I did
with
not,
the
I told him
personal.
to
It was
You
actually
have
itemize
the
it.
to get it
That's the whole
created
reason I was
by
telling
real
him to have
estate
to
a
call
agents
anyway,
who
licensed
had
because
it
what
so
he's
happened
saying
live in the
is,
same state that I
what
live
he's
in.
saying is
They're
that he
actually
can't say
located in
that I'm
Clearwater.
unlocking
I
the
believe it's
accounts.
Clearwater,
So I
but they're
told him to
located in
itemize it in
Clearwater
the
for
first place.
sure.
When I did tell him
And so
that,
they
he
were,
said,
I guess,
I
I was
did. And then I
real estate
contacted
agent
him. I
knows that
sent
we
him
get
your email and
together
he's like,
and
I did that, but he
I
didn't do that.
have
And then
some
I'm
gentlemen
just
that I
in the
work with that are
middle
on my real
and I'm
estate
trying to
team,
like have
and I
you
have
two talk it
told
out because
them,
you
even
asked me not
though
to.
I think
the
the layout of it has maybe a
Yes.
little bit of a girly
N-
feel
No,
to it. It doesn't mean you can't take, if you're a gentleman
I saw a
watching right
question
now, it doesn't mean
earlier
you
that-
can't take the content and put your own twist on it and make it very much, I think that the words are neutral. It's just the layout of the website. It looks a little feminine, I guess you could say. But yeah, point is, don't let that scare you, gentlemen out there. Any other questions about IG that you guys have been wondering? How many are doing, are taking advantage of IG Reels? Maybe post it in the comments so I have an idea. IG Reels are so big right now. It's very similar to TikTok for those of you who are familiar with TikTok.
Oh
And
man,
that's
so
really
basically I
why
talked to
IG
Brian.
started it, was because of how well they saw TikTok doing. They decided they wanted to jump in and join in on the fun, of course. So they came out with their IG Reels, and IG Reels are getting so much attraction, and it's how I think I have built up my following on IG, was through Reels. I've got Reels where I have a little bit, I have like a 1,030 followers or something like that on IG, and I have Reels that have gotten 2,000, 4,000 views, and it's crazy. So whenever you have views that are more than your following, it's getting put out there, right? So taking advantage of that and using Reels to talk about the houses that you're previewing, whether you're a brand new agent and you're going to, you're showing up early and you just want to do a quick view. It's just such a great way to put yourself out there for lots of people to see and to start following you. So definitely take advantage of it. And for those of you who do not know how to do a reel, we'll be doing it at the Mastermind, like someone said earlier. I think Donald had mentioned it, at 7 o'clock, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
I have a question. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Like, for example, I have two Instagram. So one is a professional page and one is like a personal, but I try to share in my personal one some things related to work. And I'm having trouble because in my personal page, I have like 1,500 followers, and in the professional, I have only 500. So what's your recommendation, to have two pages or only one? Thank you.
Yeah, good question. So I would recommend just using the one page, the one that has the 500 followers. Just keep on using that for both your personal and your business. Just think of yourself as just one person, right? You're featuring yourself as a whole person. So there's no reason to separate it out.
Okay, the problem is like I do two jobs.
I'm sorry, say that again, Virginia.
Because I do like life insurance and also realtor. This is why I was trying to, like, what I do is like I post only realtor related to my professional page, and for example, the other page for life insurance, and I try to share something in my personal profile.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that it's wrong for you to share what you do in other areas on that one page. Still, again, talking about you as the one whole person. For example, this might sound silly, but I love Scentsy. I don't know if you guys know what that is. So I sell Scentsy on the side, and although I don't post about it a whole lot, when I do post or if I go live, because I got this new warmer in the mail that I absolutely think is gorgeous. Here we go again. Hang on, I'm gonna. That I do think is gorgeous. I post it on my just business page. It's got more opportunity for more people to see it. So why not? I mean, that's how I do it. I just think that I personally wouldn't want to spread myself too thin dealing with more than one page. It's bad enough that I've got, like 4 or 5 different social platforms. I couldn't imagine multiplying that by 2 to separate me out to have a business page and a personal page on all of them. It would be way too much for me. Josh, I think you had mentioned something and I didn't hear what it was.
Oh, I was just pointing out. You told her to use the one with 500 followers, but her other one has 1,500 followers. I think you just meant the higher follower one.
Oh, yes, that's what I did mean. Thank you, Josh. The one that has the highest number of following is definitely the one you want to use. Yeah. Any other questions? Anything that you didn't know about that you maybe want some clarification on?
Hi, Paula. I have a question. Hi, guys. This is Yelitza
Hi.
from Florida. Hey, how are you? I was looking into the website and it looks awesome. Everything looks great, but the majority of my clients, they are Hispanic. Do you know if we can get like the same service but in Spanish instead? Or do you have any suggestions?
Do you mean on the coffee contracts?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have it, but what you could do
Mm-hmm.
um, is you could take the content idea and then just use Google Translate.
Okay. Yeah, just to
You could
do it
just
like
copy. Yeah, you
by
could
myself.
copy.
Mm-hmm.
You could just copy from the coffee contracts and then kind of paste it into Google Translate. That would,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously you can translate it, but it might be faster to like have it all written out for you.
Yeah, yeah, got you. Thank you, Paula.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
Can you just clarify, Paula, when your IG Reels class will be and is it going to be an eXp World?
You know what, Donald, are you still here? Because you apparently knew about it and
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
here. No,
If you could
what
clarify
you have to
where-
do is join the eXp Seniors Network group, and inside there you'll see a Zoom link for the Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Times session. We have it every week at Tuesday at 7 p.m. But Paula's on next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question. What about like, how would you do reels if you really don't want to be in front of the camera the entire time?
That's a great question. So one example of a reel I did was like of an open house, and I had the camera pointing to the house, and I was walking around showing different parts of the house. You only have 15 or 30 seconds, depending on how long you decide to make your reel. So you have to, definitely be in an area of the house that you want to feature. But you just take your video, and then after you're done, you now add your music. You could add the text. You don't even have to talk. That's the beauty of reels, is that you really don't have to have your voice or your face on them. It's all about whatever content you're recording. So since we're real estate agents, that's why I focus on the houses. Definitely just use the homes as your basis. Yep. Let me see.
Paula, how do you get more followings? I mean, you have a good number of followings. GoGo has a huge, tremendous number of followers. How did you build that up?
I built it up just from being consistent and posting on my stories, on my profile.
How did you?
It's all about being consistent. So I try to do it every single day. If you go to my IG account now and you go to my stories, which in order to see my story, you click on my profile picture. That's how it goes for anybody. So if you're not, sure on how to view it, you'll see like what I've posted on there. Recently, I had a video that I posted from Breakthrough Broker. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that platform, but they have a video tool on there. So I posted the video, I saved it onto my phone, or downloaded the video, I should say, saved it onto my phone, uploaded it onto my story, and then added some funny things in there. And it's cute, and it gets people's attention. That's what it's all about. It's about creating the engagement, and that's how you get the followers. So if you're looking for followers, you want to definitely take advantage of the Reels and the IGTV tools, because those are the ones that are going to get followers that are not already on your page.
There's some shortcuts to getting followers. I've grown multiple accounts to thousands of users in like a month or two, and you can so the basics are engage with other people, whether you're following them or not. There's some people like to essentially shortcut it, like search for a hashtag like realtor, just the hashtag realtor. You can go through and like 500 pictures, and you'll actually get followers from that. You can follow people and see if they engage with you. If they don't engage with you, you can unfollow them, move on. And then obviously posting content with hashtags. You can just Google realtor hashtags, and you can find multiple websites that give you tons of hashtags that you can just copy and paste. At the bottom of all your posts, always put hashtags. You can hashtag your stories, you can hashtag Instagram TV, you can hashtag your reels, you can hashtag everything, and that will show you up in random places. And then interacting with your followers, posting comments, other people see those comments. So the more you interact, the more exposure you're getting.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that, Josh, really quickly, because before I got into the real estate business, I used to run like a content page, and it was basically like inspirational quotes. And I grew that page to, I believe, 40,000 followers just off what you're saying there, all organic, using hashtags, using followers, interacting with people. So those basics are really key. Engage and interact with people. They will follow you and they will interact with you. And that's one of the ways that you can grow your follower. Yes, it does take some sweat equity, but it does work.
Yes, and thank you guys for mentioning the hashtags. I completely forgot about hashtags. Hashtags are the bomb. You could actually
I have a
search.
quick question.
Yep, go ahead.
Do you only post on your phone?
Yes, Instagram doesn't work on a desktop computer.
Actually, they just changed it about last week, and I was really
Are you
excited about
serious?
it. Yeah, they changed it last week, so you can post from your computer now on Instagram. I'll share a video
Yeah,
on that. It's real.
yeah,
I love it. Because
yeah.
I like to use my computer.
I am
Me
looking
too.
at, yeah, I am logging in right now, Jerome.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
don't get all of the capabilities and the same access as normal, but it's possible now. So we're getting somewhere. We're
that
getting somewhere.
that is so awesome. That is awesome.
I think
Yeah.
Canva lets you plan in advance your posts. So I used to use Ripple, and I know Canva has it, and I plan my posts in advance, but then I got a little lazy because I stopped trying to think about like what my content would be. But I used to make all my posts for the month in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
Mm. Yes, using a software like Ripple is fantastic to help you so that you can just set it for a certain time of the day. And there's certain times of the day that they say get more engagement than others, like a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, people are looking on their social media because they're getting ready to start their weekend. And so
So now
you
you can
can
post to
use
Instagram from your
Ripple to set it up so that you don't have to like literally be there Friday at 2 p.m. to post.
So that strategy has actually gotten backlash recently. I've done some studies. And the reason for that is because a lot of people know these best times to post. And so you're actually getting more competition during those best times.
Ah,
So now they're saying the best time to post is whenever you post.
I like that. That's even better.
So if anybody cares about that Instagram account that I talked about growing from 40,000, and I want you to pay attention, if you click on that page, it's down to, because of I stopped engaging and I stopped using it, it went all the way down to like 24,000 followers. But when I was running it and I was active, I was engaging, I was posting content, it was at 40,000, and I did not pay anything to grow that account.
I mean, personally, I feel like it works because I had a lot of people reach out to me, and later on, I found out it was through my Instagram. So I've gotten like 4 buyers from Instagram, and I don't pay for anything on Instagram.
Yeah, I've never paid for any leads on Instagram ever. It's
We have 4 minutes left. I did promise a document so I'm going to share this. It's a Google Doc, but it's basically a worksheet of what we've been trying to share with anybody that comes to class. If you are interested in that document, if you saw the video on the eXp world, all you got to do, Paula, you got to share your link so people can leave you some feedback on your Google review. But all you got to do is leave Paula a review and you can get the document.
Jerome, how do I share my link?
You got to go get it and paste it in the chat.
I'm not that. I just learned how to use IG last year.
Share your Google link.
My Google link?
review. Yeah, Google review. The same thing we did last time.
All right, let me see. Hold on.
Is anybody here? Does anybody want that document? It's got I don't know, it's got some tips and resources in it from Paula. We got a live video in there that we did together. We did like an open house. Oh yes, we got some people. They are interested. Okay. Paula, we need that link.
Right. I'm getting it. Hold
Let's
on.
go. Yeah, we got some example accounts in here. We got Paula, we got me, GoGo's account is in there. Ricky Caruth, he's pretty good. Chelsea, she's awesome. Actually, agents. So let's see. My new Instagram, Josh, is just my name, so I'll share that one too. It's just Jerome Lewis, I think. Jerome Lewis Jr. I'll share a link to that.
Write a review. Jerome, I'm having difficulty. Are you able to share it?
God.
I just know how to get to it by typing in my name in Google, and then like there I am.
All right, share that.
Go to Google My Business. It's on the home page on the right.
Okay, thank you, Beth. Okay, Google My Business. There it is. Okay, Google My Business. Hold on. I'm going to go to it on the home page on the right.
It says get more reviews, and then you click on it and the link comes up.
I wish I could share my page to show you what I see so that you wouldn't be like, why isn't she seeing it?
You got to keep that thing available, Paula, even for your realtor business.
Click on the home.
Oh, wait,
once you get to Google My Business, it's in
I
home.
found it. Okay. Yeah, I have this link, but it's in an email that I send to my clients. That's why I don't have it readily available. I have like a template. Okay, there we go. That work?
You didn't. Yeah, that should work.
That's
and
it? Okay.
yeah, so if anybody wants to document, all you got to do is share, give Paula a review, message her, and she'll share the document with you. Paula, what's the best platform to message you on?
You can message me on IG, like send me
Instagram.
a DM.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll hit you up on Instagram. Donald and Paula, since you're here and we're ending the class, could you please announce the upcoming?
So it's Paula's at the eXp Seniors Network Mastermind next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can find out information by joining the eXp Seniors Network in Workplace.
Do they have to be a senior to join?
No, anyone can join.
Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Paula. And
you're welcome. Thank you, Jerome.
I'm pasting the link again since she messed it up.
Why isn't the link working? I just hit
and
copy.
that link should work for anybody that wants that document. And then again, like I said, just message Paula on Instagram and she'll send you over the document. All right. Thank you, everybody. Paula, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Beth Ellen, Donald, everybody for your contributions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jerome.